It's not about the money. Hey, Eurovision fam, welcome back to our weekly stream. Yay, it's Sunday, which means we are going to be talking about the recent news for the songs that have been selected for uh, the show to come in May. We're here joined by Kevin from our team. And yeah, we are just going to be here to provide you guys some insight on what has happened recently in the world of music in Europe. So, how are we doing today? Kevin, what's going on?
Firstly, hello, my friend. I am doing really well. It is quite snowy up here in Canada. Um, Firstly, just want to say, everyone in the States or anyone watching, stay safe, support each other. Community is important. Yeah, I think it was a nice kind of getting into the swing of things with two shows on the same day. So yeah, it gets you excited about the times where you have to watch 4 or 5 shows at once.
Yeah, it'll good to
I'm
taper
looking
you
forward
off.
to
What's up,
that.
Lily?
I can't just Am I muted?
Nope,
I don't know.
you're
My mute
good.
button either works or doesn't work. It says it's muted on my end. Okay.
You are good.
I just have to make sure not to yell at any dogs, even though one of them got cat food right before stream. Yes. So he's greedy. Okay, he's just a greedy boy. I'm good. I had a fun time watching like yesterday because I know last year I worked on Saturday, so I had to catch up later. And so like yesterday I was able to just, put on my 2 streams and do other stuff at the same time. That entry into Moldova, we got 45 minutes before we hit the first song.
Wasn't that crazy?
Like,
that was crazy.
Am I watching Selectia Naționala or am I watching San Remo? What is happening here? Yeah.
What a first two. Like that was our first Super Saturday, you guys. What a first two. Malta and Moldova. They gave us content, did they not?
I'm not gonna lie. Moldova's show was very entertaining. We will talk about that later because we need to start off with these site articles. Let's kick things off. Kevin, you have an article that came out this week.
Yes. So there's lots of rumor and discussion about Canada and whether or not we would ever be a participating country at Eurovision. So I wrote a bit about why that's being talked about. And there's not just a fandom kind of reason why. It's actually a lot of government and policy related reasons why.
Yeah.
And as you've seen probably in recent days, even in weeks, Canada is really trying to connect more with Europe, both culturally, politically, socially. So knowing the scene of Eurovision right now and the fact that the EBU would probably be open to some distractions or new shiny objects, I think there is a realistic possibility that they would at least consider whether or not Canada would participate next year.
It is a very interesting prospect. I mean, this wasn't really a discussion that we were having to this depth in the last couple of years. It really just kind of was really recent that they decided to be really gung-ho about just these discussions. So it's a little startling, I'm not going to lie, but I'm really excited for the idea of the prospect.
I mean, also CanCom laws, love them, shout them out. And on top of it, I have my issues with these song contests, but I totally get why there's a want to go ahead and join in. And I encourage that behavior fully. I just wish it wasn't at the expense of guys, we need to do something about this other place that we are letting run amok. So this is not a geopolitical stream, but with recent developments that have occurred in the last week, it just further goes, so as long as it's not happening to you guys, you're okay. I understand. That's a whole.
Oh no, I do make a note in the article about how that is one of the reasons why I do not support the participation at this point. But whether or not we support or agree with all the ethics doesn't mean that it won't happen potentially. And yeah, a few years ago, you probably were hearing after the American Song Contest, and there was a lot of talk about whether Canada would have their own. So there was already some discussion in the works and some in the EBU thinking about what Canada's participation by having their own contest would look like. So it's not completely a new discussion, but yeah, I think once we elect our new prime minister, I guess I say new, it's been a while that Mark Carney has been in, and he worked for the Bank of England and spent a lot of time in London and connecting with a lot of leaders in Europe. So he personally has a lot of connections and relationships with Europe. So I think if we didn't elect him, this would not be a conversation happening right now. But because of his past relationship with Europe and because of the current relationship with the US, I think it's this just mix of things. And who knows if part of the discussion was because of the 70th anniversary of it all.
Yeah, I mean, this is a comment from Beep Gaming 798. Didn't we get confirmation that Canada and Kazakhstan would not debut in 2026?
Kazakhstan will not be debuting. I did see that. They will not be debuting, and I honestly think with all kind of the fanfare that they bring every year with we might compete, I don't think it's ultimately going to foment into competing in the near future. But they do like to be part of the discussion pretty consistently, and for junior, they were a significant powerhouse for a long time. So, I mean, should that come into the future, we do need better conditions, and we'll be able to talk about that when it's less heavy of a news stream. But yeah, no Kazakhstan this year, just like no Canada.
Yeah, I think the goal would be for like next year if they were thinking about exploring it.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't get Australia. Like, Australia came out of nowhere in February.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, when that happened, that kind of just popped out of nowhere in February. We're like, wait, what? So, and hey, that was also in Vienna. Who knows? Maybe they said no Canada, but then we show up and it's, oh, look. Did they bring syrup? Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. We had some other site articles go up. Jordan, do you want to go ahead and bring those up?
Yes. So, you guys, if you take a look at our site, we also have Kevin's article about Malta's National Song Contest, which started, it started on Thursday, but it had finished last night in Maltese time. We are going to talk about Malta. I've been waiting to talk about Malta. Anyways, the last site article that we published since then is also... Sorry, I got that wrong one pulled up. That's just what happens. Is Molly Goodman's article, one of our site writers, turning up the sound in Luxembourg. So, you guys, we also have the songs and artists from Luxembourg. It is a Luxembourgish selection. It is a Luxembourgish selection. And I have not heard a ton into these songs yet, so I'm not ready quite to talk about them yet. But go ahead and check out Molly's article to kind of describe which describes the groundwork for how the show works and more or less what we can go into the show expecting, especially with the Luxembourg's new venture back into the contest after some odd dozen years.
Yeah, so those are the articles up on the site. Go to EurovisionFam.com to go ahead and read those all. And also, since you're already in the stream, hit the like button. Let's get that algo boost going as well. Right, let's go ahead and I guess get into the meat of the stream. Let's start with Malta maybe, because you seem real giddy about Malta and you both have done a lot of work for Malta as well on the site.
Well, that was mostly Kevin's legwork. All I did was cackle over the overlays that were implemented on the show and all the unpolished glass and like I was just there to enjoy it mostly. But Kevin, since you had written this article, what are your kind of first takeaways from the show?
Let's kick it off maybe by just saying Aidan won.
Oh, congratulations, Aidan.
It was Aidan's to lose. So Aidan will be singing one with the song Bella. Let's just, I guess, start there. And then, Kevin, go ahead. And
for me, when I listened to all of the songs, this is the song that stood out the most to me as like, I think initially this is the most likely to win. Part of that is probably the bias of knowing Aidan's history at the contest and the whole disqualification, but also bringing back to showcase you in the final, but not as a competing entry of it all. So I think
it was cool.
Because the Maltese public was probably very invested in seeing Aidan succeed. But also the song just has this quality of it that it does feel like it's appropriate for 2026 while having a timeless kind of element to it. And for me, I think one of the biggest parts was the pre-chorus melody. That sounds very similar to Over the Rainbow, the part where it goes like, "Your troubles melt like lemon drops."
Yeah. Okay.
On the bridge of yeah. Yeah, honestly, my thing with this song is it is definitely going for a timeless feel, but it's just like Aidan's vocal performance is not a timeless vocal performance, if that makes sense. And that's what kind of takes me out of the song. Like, I totally get what they're going for, and I think the structure of the song is really good, and the switch between English and Italian, it all works, and it checks off a lot of boxes for being something timeless, and I think there is something to be said about a timeless entry. The last one I can think of that I would agree is completely timeless at the big contest itself is probably Our Mess with Satoshi. There's a reason why that one, guys. I promise you, that song can go any year between 1956 and now, and it could still win. Like, that's what makes a timeless entry. I don't think I'm as bold as to say that when it comes to Bella, but it would need a lot of work to get there. And I think the biggest thing that's kind of holding me back from personally from like, oh yeah, like completely embracing the song is the vocal performance. I just wish that was done a little differently because it throws me off because you've got this very lush orchestration. And I'm assuming there's going to be a revamp and the orchestration can be more lush. Right now it's kind of giving, okay, you guys didn't actually get an orchestra, did you? But I get what you're going for. And I would like to see, basically that's where I'm sitting right now. Is I'm like, it needs a revamp. Let's bring that orchestration up and let's just try changing the vocal style a little bit. And I think you could really have something super special.
I do agree with that point there. And Aidan, we historically have heard as a very pop type of singer, and this song requires a level of discipline that can only be demonstrated through classical training, I feel like, which that doesn't mean he cannot find that right sound by the time May rolls around, but you can tell that this is kind of unusual for his practice, and that's why like the diction and the like swaying of the vocals was not quite idealized in the final performance. But I do have one question for you all, and I'm going to get closer. Do we think he's going to keep it?
Keep the song?
Is Bella the song? Or is he going to pull an Ira Lasco, Emma Muscat?
I don't think he needs to. No. With Ira Lasco and Emma Muscat, Emma Muscat made a bad decision.
Muscat.
I'm so sorry. It's a grape, not an animal. I apologize. I'm so sorry, Emma. You know what? I'm thinking of Captain and T.M. Neal right now. We're talking about old music, and Muskrat Love just came into my head. If you don't know that song, look it up. It is truly wild. Right, stream of thought. She needed to change the song, but she made a bad decision. And with Ira Lasco, she needed to change the song, and she made the right decision. It also helped that she had Molly there, like mad still about what happened to her at Melody Festival, and yeah.
So we don't think he's going to change it, or
no, I don't. I think he's going to keep it.
Yeah, I would guess he would keep it, and I think the fact that it did decently well with both the jury and the televote probably doesn't raise any like flags to them. And yeah, I think the vocal kind of comments are really interesting because when I was listening to it, it kind of has like a crooner quality to the song.
Yes. That's what I said last week. It needs to be
that
more
is the
crooner.
word.
He needs to fully embrace the crooner, and I wouldn't have an issue. Like I like the song. I like Aidan as a performer. I'm not like trying to pick it apart or anything like that. I'm just like looking at how we could have better potential here. And like I see what you're going for. Go for it. Just fully commit to that. I'm knocking water bottles over. That's what I want. I would like to see you fully commit to that vibe because you could do really well with this if you do that full committal.
Because yeah, right now I'm getting more. It's not to throw like two Canadian artists here, but it's almost like a mix of like a Michael Bublé, but with that Orville Peck like country crooner kind of voice.
Yeah.
See, I didn't go Orville Peck. I went Mason Ramsey. Again, another country singer. Okay, Mason Ramsey, you guys will know him as the kid that was yodeling in the Walmart. I'm not gonna lie, he's put out some really good country ballads in like the last year. Like his stuff is so good now. But yeah, I get what you mean. And it's also with the whole aesthetic he's presenting as well. That's also a thing where I'm like, why are we going for leather country rocker in 1998 when we're giving a song that's not that? Like our song is very, oh God, Righteous Brothers or like Unchained oh my God, Unchained Melody. Like we're going for something from like the 50s, 60s kind of period, but you're giving me that don't impress me much, minus the cheetah print.
I think he's just trying to reinvent what the perspective of that sound is. I don't think he's so much trying to do testament to that time and that sound as much as he is trying to blend things. That's just the sense I get. I would need to know for certain by hearing him say it or hearing someone from his team say it. But I do think it's not going for, to honor one aspect of it. He's intentionally combining things that would clash to create his own style for this entry. But then again, we could find out later.
I mean, which you can do, but it's just like, it's done in a way that's kind of distracting for me, if it makes sense. Like you can mix stuff. Like I'm a lover of a mix up, mashup situation, but sometimes it's not a cohesive feel. And that's kind of where I'm sitting at.
Okay, because when I was also hearing the song, it did weirdly take me back to, was it Denmark a couple years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago? Yes, where it was like that, timeless. That was kind of staying a bit more true to the timeless quality, but maybe the personal attributions of the singer wouldn't be considered like timeless, traditional to many audiences. Whereas, I think this is less staying true to the traditional crooning and trying to find something different. Maybe not new though.
I mean, Denmark could have won with leg of hair. I bet Denmark had it full of Denmark. Denmark had a Denmark. Denmark had a Denmark. Anyways.
For better, for worse.
So we had some other songs that competed in the show. Not Marky Mark, wrong one. Sundrop Center had said Mark Anthony Bartolo was a personal favorite of mine. His ballad felt so entrancing. I thought it was really good live. I wasn't feeling it in studio, but I did like it live.
I told y'all. It was so good. It was gonna be so good, and it was. It's so deep and so sweet and so simple. Like we don't have that in Malta, let alone, I mean, in what Eurovision could feel like. This is something that was very, very special to me, and it felt so distinctly Maltese. If you know me, this is exactly the kind of thing that works. Like it's like candy for me. So it worked. It worked perfectly. Thank you for highlighting Mark Anthony Bartolo's on Drop Center. It was perfect.
That was.
You're very passionate.
I had to stand up, anyways.
I do think that for that song, I believe in the semis. I didn't go back and check, but I don't know if maybe they like pitched down slightly some of the singing. At least I remember in the semis not thinking the vocal was as strong as it was in the final. And I believe in the final there was like a little moment that I was like, oh no, I hope this doesn't take away too much from. But I was really happy to see it get a lot of jury love.
I believe he got most of the 10 points, which is incredibly dignified. That might be his best result that he's ever gotten in MESC, which if he sticks to this sound and sets himself apart this much, I mean, who knows what the future holds? I really, really like this for him. It's better than Condition or Friction. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but
oh Lord.
But Martin DiMartolo, flowers. Got to give you your flowers.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else was of note?
Well, the televote winner.
Yeah.
Matt Black with the A Lady.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually enjoy the song. Even though I swear there was a flute epidemic happening in Malta this year. I guess they just all paid the same royalty fees and had to go, share them. But that being said, I found it to be not as obnoxious as his other entries have been in the past.
Mhm.
I just wish he was able to support that vocal better. He was doing a lot of movement, and I don't think he has a bad singing voice. I haven't really heard him sing much before this year, but that live performance was not winner potential.
This was the most live singing I feel like we've heard him do as of late.
Yes.
Because Banana was not sung. Yeah. I can appreciate.
I hate
what he was
Banana. I'm
trying
a
to do.
professional Banana hater.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that was just offensive. The fact that it made it to the show in general was kind of questionable. This is a much better song. Do I think it's a good song? No, and I maintain what I said last week in that I feel like he's kind of on the Meghan Trainor Saweetie trajectory. This is not for direct-to-consumer music. This is for B2B kind of music, as in this will be interpolated by another business. Who knows, for a pirate cafe or something. But it's not for direct-to-consumer, and that's
It
okay.
was giving pirate sea shanty.
It's viable. It's okay. It's a successful business model for a lot of artists. They just don't have direct fans.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of written with they pulled a lever, and then I did get kind of pirate vibes. It also had Norwegian or Nordic vibes in some elements.
Yeah.
Almost.
Ever so slightly, yeah.
It was King of Queens, but with a flute.
I was thinking of Echo Inimag. That's
Okay.
From a few years ago. I don't know if that was the same year or not. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
also the rap
think so.
part gave me the rap section from Right Round. Right. Not the old one. The one, I forget who was on it. But so I feel like there were a lot of elements to the song. I also got Halloween vibes at some point. So
It was
I don't know
spooky.
exactly what to
It
think.
was spooky.
It was entertaining.
I saw bats in the corners, you guys. There are bats in the corners.
I'm laughing because I wrote spooky, scary skeletons.
Yes.
In my notes.
The fact that we were both, or all of us were able to connect thinking it was piratey, but also maybe Nordic, but also Halloween-y, spooky. And I do think it actually might have done decently with voters at home, a niche group that would have. I didn't hate it by any means, but it just didn't feel, it felt kind of derivative. And I don't know if that would be the song I would want to put forward as something this is the freshest, newest song, but it still would have been fun for sure.
Matt Black is a hustler.
Yeah.
Matt Black knows how to hustle because these are songs that can make money. Period. We don't have to think about anything other than the fact that they could be profitable for somebody at another time. I'm a Dog Mom by Meghan Trainor. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that lady's name.
Oh
God! But
I can't. I still can't believe that song is real.
There is an angle for it.
It's a real song.
Please tell me I'm not the only one who sees a parallel. But yeah, that's hustler music. Matt Black, you are a hustler.
We've been comparing Matt Black to the wrong 2010s musician this whole time. He really is a Meghan Trainor stan. What do you call a Meghan Trainor stan?
Trainee? I don't know.
Trainee? I feel like that would work. Megan, let us know in the comments.
On that note, some people that might be sad, I feel like fans, at least I think in the Eurovision scoreboard app, had Trophy as their favorite song. I saw a lot of people very upset that it didn't do well. I think it's a good song, but that performance I felt it was missing impact for me, and I did not expect it to even come top 2, top 3 after watching it. But I know a lot of people were thinking it was going to win or wanting it to win. That was Denise with the Break the Taboo / popular glass box /
glass in the front, but not in the back.
Yes.
That song gave me anxiety, but in a fun way. I don't know. The melody was just so deeply offensive. And I mean, the stage design was not great. I had a good time, though. It's really hard to describe the experience that it was. Classic Maltese type of experience. But for this particular song, I could tell Denise is hungry for a victory. This wasn't the chance, in my opinion. But I like what she is doing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Eurovision fans are always going to be upset about something, and they have Eurovision fans have a default thing they like when it comes to a national final.
It's very true.
I wish I could bet. Is there like predictive market betting on what Eurovision fans are going to think is their is going to choose as their favorite song?
If there isn't,
any given national final, like I could make some money because I can tell. Like we know what the favorite was amongst the Eurovision fans in Moldova, and we'll get to Moldova in a minute. Mm-hmm. But like y'all are predictable. I'm predictable too. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. But like Eurovision fans tend to be very predictable. Apparently, and also apparently Meghan Trainor's fans are called Megatrons.
Okay.
What? Okay.
I do want to highlight this comment here.
Yeah.
Michael also was a super great surprise, very talented for 18 potential representative in the future. He had stage presence and a good voice. He had energy. He had a good amount of energy. That was a great performance. I'm not really a big fan of the song, but hey, that doesn't matter in MESC. Whether or not you like the song doesn't matter. So yeah, like I think he has a lot of potential ahead of him. So if he sticks to it, he could be in one of the staples in the roster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he really could be.
I could see, for some reason, when I was watching it, I was like, I think this is going to do well with the voters. I don't think it's going to do as well with the jury. And also the pants. Like, come on. Those are some solid pants.
Yeah.
Okay, I had thoughts about the outfit. I'm like, why is he dressed like a Final Fantasy villain on the bottom half, but like a school marm on the top half? Like, what is this combination? It's not even giving Lulu, because at least Lulu had her tits out. Again, I am bringing up this is Lulu from Final Fantasy, not from Eurovision.
Just
to make it
clear. Imagine that, Lulu. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself.
Hey, I do love To Sir with Love. I had to go with not her Eurovision entry. Sorry. Right. So do we have any other thoughts about what's happening? I guess do we have any other thoughts about what's happening in Moldova or happened in Moldova?
Malta?
Oh my God, Malta. They both begin with M, okay? I'm like,
yes,
this is interesting to me, this comment.
Yeah. I was like, Malta, the results said men. We want men.
It's giving San Remo 25. Like, what do you mean there wasn't a single woman in the top 4? Or was it the top 5? I know that the top 4.
It was the top 5. Denise was the highest placing woman.
Oh, la la.
And she came 6th.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, this is a first. I've never seen it so testosterone-y toward the top 5. If could you even? Anyways, yeah, I don't typically see that very much at all, but because Malta has divas. Malta is a diva country. It was surprising. But hey, I'm not going to say they didn't deserve it. It was very well put on performance by all those guys.
And clearly,
I'm not going to be. I'm also not going to be super worried about it because this is like odd for Malta. You know what I mean? It's not like it's Italy where it's like, okay, y'all just hate women, huh? Or Sweden where you're like, oh, y'all just hate women, huh? At least with this is like the first year we've really seen a male heavy top.
It felt warranted though. It didn't feel like Italy or Sweden. It felt like they deserved those spots. So yeah.
Here we go. And Marky Mark has a great comment about that, which is the women just didn't have original love songs, sadly, which I think is the answer there.
We're letting the girls breathe this year. You know?
I was about to. That I love how she just kind of wandered to and fro on that stage, occasionally looking at one of the cameras. I love Malta. Never stop doing the just random thing that y'all do. But okay. I feel like there's a great way to close up the Malta discussion. I do feel like the Slay Girl Bops are getting stale in a lot of national finals. Ooh, we might have seen our first victim with Malta this year, especially because they love that template.
Also Malta just loves a ballad though.
Yeah. They really go like
Malta
ballad.
And they tend to prefer ballad. over
And then
girl
sometimes
pop.
an odd, like authentic guy singing a cute song, but that's like rare.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony, please, one of these days, I will get you on that stage. No, I didn't say that. Redacted.
Does he just have his arms out more? Like, is that the secret sauce?
Hey, I mean, that was success. Like, Andrew Lambrew.
Come
on. What's the name of that song? Can anyone name that song?
I mean, Aidan had his arms out and was wearing leather. Okay, he was going for that full-blown
overlay. Yeah, this won it. Yeah. It did it. He did it. I mean, like, what are we going to say? He won. It was successful. Yeah. You need arms. You need a little bit of arm, especially if you're
Europe
a man.
likes their arms out on man. What is it about biceps and Europeans? Like, also, they love a leather pant. Those two things, leather pants and biceps.
Leather pants, they seem like hell. They truly seem like hell.
I haven't worn leather pants. Oh my God. Since probably, no, that was a leather skirt. I haven't worn leather on my lower half since 2004.
What a sentence.
And it was specifically, and I remember it was 2004 because it was right when Beyonce had released her first solo album.
Oh, this was around B-Day? Was it?
No. This is
no. This was Dangerously.
Crazy in Love. Yeah, Dangerously in Love.
Yeah, Dangerously in Love.
That album was like the last time I wore leather on my lower half.
Yeah. Delicious album.
Love that album. It's fantastic.
One last thought for Malta was, I know Pose was also a very popular song for some of the fandom, but it did not make it to the finals, which I think was a little bit shocking. Just given how many spots were available and how few songs actually got cut. And then it was cute also at the end of the final with Aidan closing it off by like holding hands with his mom singing to her.
Yeah.
That's a good angle. I like that. That's a good angle for the show. But hey, I like just the appreciation because his mom was probably really anticipating one day you're gonna get it, baby. Like one day you're gonna get it. So like,
oh, she was crying. It was like I was crying.
I didn't see that
it
far
was so
in.
Sweet. Oh yeah.
So thank you, Malta.
Like, I had looked away and then looked up and like I was like, okay, yeah. So for Malta, we're gonna go to another M country, Moldova. I keep accidentally saying Moldova like crazy. And it's Satoshi who won with Viva Moldova. I'm gonna say not at all shocked. Like not the least bit shocked here.
Have fun getting seventh. Have fun getting seventh place.
At least in the top 10 finish.
They've been doing this for 2 decades, you guys. We are so easily entertained by this.
I feel like they're, in that sense, they're kind of like Sweden in that they don't necessarily always offer something drastically different. It's a similar kind of mindset, but very different sonic quality than a Sweden song.
I mean, here's my thing with it. This might sound hypocritical, but when it comes to Moldova, I don't care. Just like let me have fun, Moldova. Like, let me have a good time. And if any country, they always bring something that has like a little bit of like a traditional flair to it, but that's not at all traditional necessarily. And I think that's what people like. That's what people want from Moldova. Moldova knows what the people want. Because like, let's talk about that intro for a second.
Oh my God.
It was more than 45 minutes before we got the first song, guys. I timed it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this and read at the same time. I got through almost all of volume 2 of Yona of the Dawn before we got our first actual song. You don't know what that means. Before we got the first song in Moldova. And I would look up and I'll go, oh, okay. It was like just like, I guess we're gonna invite everyone who's ever competed for Moldova except for like 3 artists to come and like show up. I was like, wait, where's Zubsy Zip? Zoopsy Zub. And then they showed up for like the then they showed up.
That was like the voting interval, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, why aren't they here in the intro like everyone else is? Oh, they were saving them for later. But like, yeah.
But the intervals between entries, I was like, is this San Remo? But like, we got Eurovision. Like, why am I hearing 1944 after song 4?
Why am I hearing Matahari? What? That was a whiplash.
Jamala,
what?
Effendi, Paula Selling, and Devin Adaremi from Wee Wee Blogs. If you ask me, what are they doing in a room together? After about 20 minutes, I'd be like, Moldovan jury?
Like the fact we had all those names. Well, the intro, I feel like you could have listened to like every single one of Tudor's entries up to this point, and then still get back to the show, and it hasn't even started yet. Like,
it was a long start.
I'm sorry I'm laughing so much today, but I just can't help it. It was a ball. Budget Moldova is no longer running off of like 3 potatoes and a hope. It's got budget. The camera quality, I was like, wow, where did this come from?
It was the best. It was the best so far because they
I
didn't have those cameras from the 90s. Like those 90s cameras are gone, baby. Those cameras that the Philippine news station, the national news station, still uses are no longer in Moldova. So that's all I care about, because the show you could actually see.
Yeah, I was like, wow. And also, even the prize money seemed high. Like, I was like, where did this budget come from? Okay.
Did the government just reallocate funds? Like, what? How?
Here's the thing: knowing what I've read recently about some like stuff happening in Moldova, I'm a little concerned as where that budget came from, because that budget should have been going somewhere else if it was a government budget. I just okay. Yeah.
And I do think that Moldova, again, speaking from a European perspective for us, I do think Moldova is one of the countries that maybe benefits more like culturally and the people understanding more about Moldova by watching Eurovision versus, say, a country like the UK or Germany, that people aren't basing their perspectives off of those countries on Eurovision. Whereas I feel like some people do base what Moldova is based off of what they see at Eurovision. So I do get that maybe there's a bit more of an interest in really putting forth when you're a smaller country or you want to draw people to you. But yeah, to your point, that doesn't always get done ethically or responsibly.
Well, the thing is with Malta is oh my God, I just said it again. The
They're
thing
sisters.
with Moldova is that I genuinely don't. How do I say this as a person? This is going to sound stupid no matter what. I didn't know Moldova was a place until like 2009. Respectively, I never really thought about Moldova until probably like about 2009. Same with Azerbaijan. Fun fact: those two countries in particular, I just didn't think about or really know anything about.
Gotta love U.S. education, baby.
Until I did get into Eurovision, and hey, I am a geography nut, so like. Even back then, I was really into geography. So that's kind of like, I would be actually looking for new places I'd never heard of. I just, Eastern Europe was kind of like a blind spot of mine. I'm not going to pretend it's not.
But it's nice when you do have something that's like a cultural event is the reason why we're engaging with this country, rather than just because, maybe we don't learn about certain regions of the world because of biases and what we're being educated on.
Yeah.
It's to show that,
and when I think of I think with like the average person, music is kind of like their thing they know about Moldova more than anything else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can think of like very popular songs from Moldova that a lot of people know, but they don't necessarily know those songs are from Moldova. I think with one of them in particular, I assumed it was a Romanian song because it was in Romanian.
They have a lot more leverage with soft power, that's for sure.
And even I think your statement is true, maybe to a lesser degree, but also true for Romania, where I think a lot of people will have a good understanding of Romania in the sense of the music that gets popular or that becomes international out of Romania, but not know much about the country itself.
Yeah, everything I know about Romania is like, a lot of what I knew about Romania was just based off of like the 90s and like bad stuff that happened in Romania, leading to lots of Romanian immigrants. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I can think of a lot of Romanian songs I know are new prior to getting into Eurovision as well. But like, I like that sound though. Like Moldova and Romania both do that sound. It's like, oh, this is just cheesy like pop music from Eastern Europe, but baby, do I eat it up. And like we can get into talking about songs now with that. Pink Margarita, let's go. I am on the beach.
My pregnancy announcement song. Yes.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, I don't think so. But basically, I found out someone I'm close with was pregnant in the middle of listening to that song. Whether or not it's going to be going to be born genetically, biologically female, to that point, it's going to be hard to tell. But that was a pretty crazy signal. That's why that song will always be associated with this child that's about to be born. And I can't say that in my private life. I'm telling all of you. Pink Margarita. And I'm sorry to interrupt. You were saying Catalina Solamag.
Oh no.
Pink Margarita.
No. I'm like, that's not what that is. That song's 100%. I am on the beach. I've got my Pink Margarita, and there's some strange Eastern European pop song playing, but it's gonna be stuck in my head after the first listen.
I will say I don't think the like live performance sold, like I did not expect it to win based off of seeing the live performance by any means. But yeah, like you can't deny, you're gonna know and remember this song.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at this, and that got third place. I don't know, was there anything else we wanted to highlight? We didn't even talk about Satoshi song really, but hey.
I mean, it's
while you look at the lineup,
tourist board. Yeah.
Can I say shout out to that group of people dancing their asses off the whole show that were like on the right side of my screen just having the time. What other national final has that happening? Like the party vibe was immaculate. Like that crowd was having a good time and good for them. Like usually national final crowds seem a little dead. I don't know if it's just culturally a difference. But let's talk about this. I'm sorry, no. Because Incubus, Otterman, Bacho, the teddy bears. I don't know what was happening with Tata. That staging was...
I shrieked audibly.
I don't want to laugh because I think it was like something very serious. I should look up what the lyrics were. I'm like, why is he hiding in an armoire? Why are there teddy bears? It was dynamic and interesting, and I felt like the staging told a story. And I was getting like a story from the staging without understanding what the song was about, if that makes sense.
I think it was about their like father.
Yeah, it's daddy issues.
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, like
that's kind of vibe I got.
Okay, is that why you're hiding in the closet? Like, you know?
Yeah, and it's kind of like, teddy bear is kind of like bringing them back to like I'm a child vibes.
Yeah. And like the seriousness of like sitting on the chairs and stuff. And then it's like, okay, yeah. But then you start shaking the bear. I'm like, this is scary. But like, I don't want to say it's scary. Like it came off as like very serious. It was kind of like, what was it? Running from Hungary and
14.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Andre Kale Saunders. Yeah.
I had the same kind of vibe as that. But I don't know it. Like I should probably look up the lyrics for that because I feel like that's the kind of story I was getting with the teddy bears.
Well, yeah, I think you bring up a good point that like a lot of viewers, if this say made it to Eurovision, like a lot of the viewers, the vast majority aren't looking up the lyrics before they see the show. So that is part of the challenge that people have is if you have a language that not as many people understand, then it's really important to translate the message like very clearly to audiences. Or technically you don't even have to translate the same message as the song. You could translate something completely different and if that resonates with audiences, but then that just feels a little inauthentic.
But
I feel like he translated a good bit though.
Yeah, like Moldova knows how to stage once they get out of their national final. Like Satoshi needs a revamp with that staging because that staging does not meet with the song at all. It's like two separate entities. That's going to get revamped on the stage and it's going to look much better and it's going to come in the top 10.
This is an Ali on a Moon side quest. Like first of all, when they brought her up to sing Omiya at the beginning of the show, I was like, oh, they look like they just pulled her out of her house tonight and were like, you have to sing in 5 minutes. They got her into that styling chair and she was just like, hold on, like, wait a sec, like this is all going really fast. But hey, she was supposed to be there because she was Satoshi's background singer. I had fun. It's very unusual for her, but I had fun. Yeah, it seemed like a side quest.
This is gonna be like her third time as a background singer at Eurovision.
Something like that, yeah.
Because she was there for been to my show. That one, she was a background singer on that too. Yeah,
and she did pretty well, and like she has done pretty consistently well every time she's gone to the contest. From my memory. So I don't feel like this is going to be really a diversion from that. I feel like she's still going to do well.
And I will say this, because Omi is nothing like the rest of Moldova's typical like sending situation, but it's like their best placed ballad for a reason. That song is art. I love Omi. I was so excited when between her and then seeing Nelly show up, because I'm sorry, Jordan and Moldova goes hard. I don't care what anyone says. That song comes on and I'm transported.
Those teenagers all in a circle, like they were jamming
having
down.
A great time. They were going crazy during Satoshi's performance too. They weren't in a circle, but they were jumping. Like whoever those teenagers were, they seemed like a party. Like I like their vibe. They were cringe and they were free. And like shout out to them.
Like,
I hope they've had the best night of their lives.
Yeah, I think it was another years ago, Aliona came third, I think, just like either 2 or 3 years ago. So
yeah,
it was recent. I believe it. No, I believe it was 23 because she lost to Pasha. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
And then there was the Yummy Mummy. It was the top 3 were like Pasha's Sunstroke Project and Aliona.
Crazy.
Again,
that's wild.
At that point, we're all like, yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. It's Moldova.
Revolving door.
Honestly, Satoshi, I look forward to your performance in, I don't know, 8 years when you come back. I'm just looking at this other ones. Let me see. I really like the staging Danya had for Doina. I felt like that again was doing a lot of storytelling. I'm looking here again.
I really just wish for Doina the melody were a little more accessible because I liked so many things about it, but the melody I kind of feel like we were dodging kind of levels of significance or levels of memorability. I'm not saying I don't want to dog on the fact that it could be a very traditional sounding song, but for the format that is this kind of stage show, I kind of wish that there was something hook-like to drag me further into it. But I enjoyed so much about it. So nice job, Diana, I believe her name was.
I look forward to. She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Yeah, I had a very similar opinion, and I think that song in particular was important to point out because I think it did well with both the public and international juries, but it was the Moldovan jury that ranked it. I think it only got 1 point from the Moldovan jury. So for whatever reason,
I have it pulled up. So
just didn't connect with it, I guess.
National jury gave it 1 point. The international jury gave it 10, and the public gave it 7.
That's really good. That's a really good result.
Like looking at the results, Satoshi got all the 12s. Pavel Orval with Can't Say Goodbye, which I did not dislike that one. I thought it was like it wasn't hitting for me, but I was like, oh, this isn't bad, if that makes sense. That one was 10. That got second with the national jury, third international, third with the public vote.
Yep.
So like again, the only one that's wildly different is Diana, where she only got 1 with the national jury, but did pretty decently with the public and with the international jury.
What did you think about when they were doing the show and then they did the intervals, how they did the recap for the 4 songs right then for you to understand in that section?
No more of that, please. No, thank you.
That was weird.
No. That's misleading.
I'm sorry.
It's misguiding. No, thank you.
I was very confused. I was like, what are we doing here? I'm like, are there only 4 songs competing? Oh no, we're doing an interval. Why are we doing that? Like, it's just, you know, he was an
It's
odd
like not
choice.
even San Remo, who will inject 3 hours of intervals between entries, is going to do a recap of just 4 songs in like sections that are 4 songs. I feel like it is kind of misleading. I don't think it's intentionally misleading. I don't feel like they did it for any type of result, but it just like it could have been neater. It could have happened at the end when we had the full catalog of songs. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would prefer that as well. Also, not so many flipping intervals. I'm sorry. Get through your show and then hit us with intervals.
Poor Paula. They threw her up there.
That was weird.
They threw her up there.
That was so. I was like, the song is so odd when sung by one person. What is happening?
She's like in 3 different registers right now. Like, homegirl was stressed.
Oh no, but she did it. Any other thoughts about what's happening in Moldova?
Well, I think both Moldova and Malta, again, the length of the shows, like these only had finals with like 12 songs and 16 songs. And we're talking about like the Eurovision final, which has considerably more, often 25 or 26.
Like
we talked about Remo, considerably more. So why do we need this length of time to make a show that has like 12 songs so inaccessible to people? Like you want more people to engage and stay with it. You don't need a 4 or 5 hour show for 12 songs or 16 songs.
I don't understand.
It's a lot of San Remo print. I feel like a lot of countries are trying to embody the kind of layers and different types of things you can get in San Remo, but they don't have the right setup for it, and they don't have kind of like the practices in place for like that audience redirection. I feel like it does get a tad overwhelming. When I say a tad, I mean like my attention struggled so drastically toward the end. But hey, that is also just, I don't speak the language of either country either. So
yeah, and I think that's a good point.
Every time we got hit with another interval act, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go back to reading. Yeah. Marky Mark 202 Nordic selections are quick and sleek, 2 hours maximum.
And like, don't get me wrong, it's not that we can't showcase like local talents. I think it's a great opportunity for a national final or national selection to give an opportunity for like local artists to get a platform. But we don't always need to bring in like 5 ESC alumni for a show, unless they're doing like one segment together or something. But I think, or even so far we've seen Albania and Malta. We've had Tommy Cash at both giving the same 3 songs. And obviously I would expect him also in Estonia. I wonder how long this list is of the Tommy Cash being featured for 3 songs during a national final.
Well, let's remember, we have not had SD Lowell yet, or UMK. So
I think he's just bringing his 3. I think he's just bringing his 3 family-friendly songs, because that's all he has that you can put on a broadcast.
I've seen one of the ones that aren't not so family friendly, because you can't even watch it through the typical video sharing platforms. You have to watch it by other means. And
you mean the one you have to go to an adult site for?
Yes.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes. That one.
And that's why I was so confused to see him at Estee Lauder last year. Because I know him for stuff
cross-legged
like that.
After seeing something like that. I was like, no, I have to just sit in silence for a second. But anyways, he is that kind of artist. You wouldn't really picture that because he doesn't bring that to these shows, but he has a lot of access. He's been taking flights to and fro. So
well, and the point earlier brought up was like how the audience can sometimes feel dead. And I think you really see that when he gets on stage, is that his job is there to kind of to hype people up. And he does a good job of doing that. It's just, you would hope that people don't need that to be excited. Like it's really, it's fine that people are like enjoying the show and you don't have to be boisterous, but like we want to see you enjoying things. Like when we watch, say, Melody Festival, and when we see all the balloons and everyone's excited, like there's the energy is there. And then sometimes you cut to a crowd and everyone's just sitting there, like the old Eurovision finals where it was all just like quiet. Like, come on, like
watching a German song, like watching a German singing show. The audience is still dead. Okay, we're kind of wrapping up there. Let's talk about Luxembourg real quick because we do have their final happening next week.
Yo.
Oh, Luxembourg. I'm gonna just go through the list of acts.
Yeah.
So we have Andrew the Martian singing "I Am the Martian." Okay. Darius with Melusina. Eva Maria with Mother Nature. Hugo 1, Born Again. Irem with Bad Decision, Hush Hush. Luzak with Prison Droit. Shiro Kuro with Eye to Eye. And then Steve Castile with Sweet Tooth. Thoughts about what's happening in Luxembourg?
Has Elsie Bay been set free? Elsie Bay, is she still there?
It looks like she is free. Elsie Bay has been released, and she is now free to roam.
All right, that's my first question. Kevin, what do you? How about you?
I actually haven't listened to any of the songs yet because I've been focused more on Malta, and I also was one covering Albania, and things have gotten busy. But yeah, I've heard that it is very Luxembourgish, like people are saying.
It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the thing with Luxembourg is I just need to do an internal selection because I know what song you want to have win here. Like I knew last year, like I knew the year before. I know what you actually want to have win. I think Luzak's got it.
Let him do it. Let him do it.
Prison Delay is clearly the strongest song here. Not only is it the strongest song, but it is, actually no, Marky Mark is right. I should reiterate. Marky Mark says Darius versus Luzak. Essentially, Darius is very voila meets recent French Junior Eurovision winner. Luzak is more interesting opinion with less predictable, which I would prefer. I think it's Luzak's to lose here. It's very French pop. It's very much like 2010s. I like it. Like it's the kind of song I would listen to. He's actually got the budget himself to put together like a visualizer. Everyone else was just gonna go still shot when you look him up on YouTube. What was it like you said with Darius Melusina? It's a beautiful French ballad. It's one of the two. That's what they want. It's one of those two. I genuinely do think it's Luzak who's going to get it, but if it does go to Darius, I wouldn't be shocked. The rest of them are very much like, what are we doing here? Like,
okay,
Sweet
question.
Tooth is giving divorced dad.
What's the vibe? Like, what kind of vibe is Sweet Tooth? Because one thing I'm noticing in a few of the selections so far is a few songs that are almost like Poison Cake inspired. I don't know why.
Oh, no, it's not Poison Cake. It's more like it's divorced dad rock.
Okay.
It is how is this man handling his divorce type music. That's the best way I can put it.
Isolating his kids. That's how he's handling it.
Okay. Yeah.
As a woman in her mid-30s trying to date, it is most of my matches on dating sites is the vibe I'm getting here. If you're curious about what my life is like.
High quality.
I Am the Martian is embarrassing. I use one word. I'm like, oh no. Again, how are you handling the divorce? At least you're not isolating your children.
Yeah.
It's something my dad would sing, and my dad was divorced at like 33. So if you're I don't know, it's kind of cheesy. I hate the band name Shirokuro, but I don't mind the song.
Wait, why are they called Shirokuro? Because that just mean white black in Japanese? Is that not just white black? Nihonjin desu ka?
No, I mean maybe someone's a hafu, but yeah, I
did a quick search. Apparently, it comes from an idiom meaning white and black, which is about the importance of making a decision between the good and the bad.
This is giving the difference, the Alabama song from American Song Contest. It's giving, remember the difference? You remember the difference?
I do. I don't need to be. God, don't remind me of those two. How was that relationship going?
That's the vibe I got. That's the vibe I got from Shirokuro. Not nearly the same song, but I was like, I don't know why we're saying I don't know. It could be something different that we're just not reading into enough. I don't know.
Born Again is not bad. That's the one that I think maybe I should pronounce it Ugo one instead of Hugo. That's not bad, but like, what are we doing here?
Also, bold choice to go Hugo one instead of like Hugo like you could have just went fully on the French vibes there.
That's so edgy though. Hugo one, like
Hugo.
What you know about that? What you know about that?
Hugo one. Yeah. Ava Maria, Mother Nature. It's again not bad, but it's too like literal.
It's giving AI. It's giving this song was written by AI.
It's giving AI. That sounds about right.
Too, I think that saying it might even
hold on a second.
Another song.
Marky Mark, Ava Maria is plagiarism of a Birdie song. Dude, I haven't thought about Birdie in forever.
Is that what that is? Is that what I'm kind of picking up from that track? Maybe. I'll need to go back and listen to it. But interesting insight, Marky Mark.
If you know the exact Birdie song, let us know so we can listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
American Song Contest. That's a name I haven't heard
in
years.
The drag.
You guys, at some point, I do want to have a discussion about all like 56 entries with the Eurovision Fam team, hopefully, because I recently re-listened to that playlist again. Let me tell you, a fever dream while Turin was happening. That was like, there's no way these happened in the same universe. And I was just reminded this stream of Nico, Alabama, The Difference. And I'm sorry. I
still listen to a couple of the songs. I really do. The one from West Virginia was so good.
West Virginia was good. American Samoa was good.
I just was so personally disappointed in that selection because I feel like there's so much that could have been offered, and I don't think they really like put their best foot forward at all. But yeah, I'd be curious to listen through again and see if maybe any of them spark new interest.
Yeah, Birdie, Keeping Your Head Up is the song that it sounds like a plagiarism of. Okay. I'll have to listen to it because I swear, half the time people say, "Oh, this sounds like a plagiarism." I'm like, "Is it?" Or that's my horse I ride. Wait, that's my hill I'll die on. It's a lot of times.
That's my matte black banana that I ride.
I'm just gonna be saying that to like cashiers at like pharmacies, okay? Like the next interaction I have outside of my household, I'm gonna be just saying. My matte black banana.
And I think they will have you arrested. Like without context. That is a wild sentence.
Yeah. If you're thinking of the matte black banana, just listen to Emma and don't think about it. Just don't.
Yeah.
Move your body, don't think about it.
Yeah.
Mari, New Hampshire. I think that was New Hampshire. That was also a jam. Very NBC. Very NBC, but it was a jam.
I'm going to air on NBC. But yeah, Luxembourg is happening next week. We'll know what song they're going to select. What language is that in? What's LB stand for? Oh, Luxembourgish. Oops, I'm stupid. Anyways, right. Right. So yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll have, I think we can maybe talk about, well, I don't know what's happening next week. Someone get the calendar.
We do have the Greek songs, and we are getting UMK songs, a couple other announcements from artists from other countries, and also Zikabi, which we can talk about next stream too.
Yeah. Next week. Oh my God, what am I thinking of? What's the word? We'll have the Bulgarian artist.
Oh yeah.
Show. So
that national final.
We'll know who they're going to be sending. I am curious about what's going to be happening there because there's some stuff happening in Bulgaria. And then after that, we'll get the actual song later on. It sounds like they're kind of doing a 2-tier national selection where they'll have the artist and then work with them to choose a song together, which I'm curious to be what's going to happen there with that. And also Lithuania kicks off their national final next week, which I'm personally excited for.
Perfect timing.
A very happy Chuto to us all.
Mhm.
So yeah, we will see you guys again next week and have fun. Oh, don't forget, like the video or the stream, subscribe, go to EurovisionFam.com for all the articles. We should have some more surprises coming out this week if I'm remembering schedules correctly. So keep an eye on that. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye, my friends. It is the end.
Ciao, ciao.